Storm, the girl who make them sentinels say.
Omega level threat detected.
And then, poof, smoke. But what exactly is Omega level? Welcome to the review desk. I'm Desmond Carrick, and today we'll break down Marvel's mutant hierarchy. If you read X-Men comics or watch the absolutely brilliant X-Men 97, you'll have heard the term Omega level thrown around. It denotes an extremely powerful type of mutant, but it's not even the strongest kind. Let's start from the bottom. Epsilon. This level describes mutants with physical mutations, but ones that don't serve any defensive or offensive capabilities, like Melissa Miller, who has 6 toes on each foot. Next are beta level mutants, who have physical mutations that are considered minimally useful. Mutants in this class include Beak, Angel, not that one, and Wolverine. Hold it! Hold it! Don't touch that keyboard. My special powers tell me the Wolverine fans feel slighted. Ain't no way Logan is considered minimally useful. Well, this seems like a good time as any to point out something about these classifications. They're not only used to denote individual mutants, but also individual powers. So while Wolverine is a world-class healer, his enhanced sense of smell as a power is considered beta, because it's not very useful in a fight. Unless you're fighting a mutant with the power of invisibility, but the fact that that's very specific puts a limit on the power. Sorry gang, that's just the way it is. What? Yes, I am a Cyclops fan. Why do you ask? Speaking of whom, Cyclops belongs in the next category of mutants, Alpha level. These are mutants with devastating powers that they have a great degree of control over and can cause destruction on a large scale. While Cyclops can't open his eyes without unleashing his optic beams, he can control them to be as thin enough to puncture a quarter or wide enough to single-handedly take down a sentinel. It's also been shown that this limitation is purely due to mental blocks he imposed on himself rather than because of physical trauma. This class can also include physical mutations. The Russian mutant Colossus is still one of the most physically powerful X-Men, and he's incredibly durable. With a strength level of 100 plus tons, this alpha level mutant can hang with the likes of Thing, Abomination, and a base level Hulk. Next is the Big Fish, Omega level. We started from the bottom, now we're here. This term has been used for quite a while in comics, but it wasn't until House of X issue 1 that what an Omega level mutant was properly defined. That particular issue states, a mutant whose dominant power is deemed to register or reach an undefinable upper limit of that power-specific classification. Once again, the focus is not so much on the individual, but the power. For instance, House of X goes on to explain that while Forge is the most powerful mutant of his power type, that power isn't sufficient enough to rank him as Omega, because his upper limit has been surpassed, even by non-mutants. Forge has the ability to intuitively understand complex machinery, to the point that he can invent, build, and deconstruct items. However, as shown in Invincible Iron Man issue 13, he could tell you the function of a machine, but unlike Reed Richards or Tony Stark, can't explain the workings behind it, because his powers kind of work on autopilot. Hence, not Omega level. Jean Grey is an Omega level mutant with Omega level telepathy, but she also possesses telekinesis, which isn't at Omega level. Her clone, Madeline Pryor, possesses her exact power levels and is thus also an Omega level mutant. Speaking of clones, Cable and Strife also come into play here. While Cable is technically an Omega level mutant, the lion's share of his telekinesis is always in use, pushing back the techno-organic virus that Apocalypse infected him with, cell by cell, atom by atom, leaving him with little of the power to use offensively. Strife, being Cable's clone free of the virus, is classified as an Omega level mutant. So, can two mutants with the same power set be classified as Omega level? Yes, they can. Both Strife and Jean Grey are Omega level mutants. Magneto is an Omega level mutant with the power to manipulate magnetic fields and metals. He once faced a younger clone of himself named Joseph, who was seemingly stronger than Magneto. But as revealed in X-Men issue 86, this only looked that way because Joseph lacked Magneto's years of experience, which gave him a higher degree of control and restraint. Magneto knows that using too much of his powers recklessly would be lethal to him. Joseph had these restraints removed during the cloning process, but again, it doesn't mean he's stronger than Magneto. Polaris, Magneto's daughter with the same abilities, is quite formidable, as proven when she turned silverware from a wedding gone wrong into battle armor. But she's not on her father's level, hence she is not an Omega level mutant. Emma Frost, while possessing Omega level telepathy, is not considered an Omega level mutant. This is because she possesses a secondary mutation of shifting into a highly durable diamond form, but it comes with the limitation that she can't use her telepathy when transformed. While Jean Grey's telekinesis is not on Omega level, it by no means limits her telepathy. But Emma is still the Omega level queen when it comes to sass. Ouch. In the Age of Krakoa, the official list of Omega level mutants has been published. The list also includes mutants from Krakoa's sister island, Arakko. There are 3 members of the Summer family on the Omega list, by the way, 4 if you count Jean, who's married to a Summers. Just saying. Pretty powerful, those Omega level folk, right? Believe it or not, there's mutants who are even more powerful. The highly exclusive club known as Beyond Omega. Sitting on this list is Nate Grey, an alternate version of Cable hailing from the Age of Apocalypse, who just like Strife, lacks Cable's limitation. Both his telepathy and telekinesis are on a staggeringly high level, and it's been stated many times that he has limitless potential. He's also so in tune with his powers that he's able to use them in creative ways, such as bending light with his telekinesis, thereby rendering himself invisible, or using his TK to create a shield which filters the air around him, keeping him safe from the sadistic Purple Man's pheromones. Other mutants in this category include Franklin Richards, son of the Fantastic Four's Reed Richards, and Susan Storm, who creates universes as casually as you and I make a sandwich. So that's it, right? There can't possibly be anything higher than Omega, right? Well, there is one mutant described as a once-in-a-lifetime individual who's superior to even the Omegas. That one mutant is known simply as Miranda. Miranda first appears in X-Men Worst X-Man Ever issue 3. She's described as having the ability to alter reality with a simple thought. But we all know how it goes, right? You mess with reality and things can get ugly. Step on a butterfly and all of a sudden your companion's got scales and antennae.
What's wrong?
But what sets Miranda apart is not only the ease by which she can alter reality, but the fact that she can do so without any adverse effects to time, space, or established continuity. She also claims to be behind Marvel Comics' sliding time scale, the phenomenon which explains why, despite debuting decades ago, characters only appear to age slightly. Beast dubs her an Omicron-level mutant, and since she's the only one of her kind, Miranda is easily the most powerful mutant in all of Marvel. So that's it for the power levels. I can't end this video, however, without adding that these classifications are subject to change. Mutants can always climb up or down the ranking system. Iceman, for example, started out as a fluffy beta level prankster, but has since grown into an omega level mutant who literally froze hell.
It's very cold in there.
Vulcan, who was beyond omega level after absorbing the mutant energies of his teammates, went down to simply omega level after those energies were released. As with a lot of things in comics, anything can change. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and tune in next time as we discuss a mutant who you'd never suspect is actually omega level.